Hello everyone, this is Gudimalam Sai Mansa studying second year medicine. Today I am going to perform the examination of the nervous system. Before examining the patient, make sure to sanitize your hands first. To perform the nervous examination, today I have my cousin. His name is Sai Charan and he is 15 years old. Now let's take the health history of my patient. Did you have any numbness, dizziness or headache before?
No.
Okay. Now let's start with the examination of the cranial nerves. We have 12 cranial nerves. Let's start with the first olfactory cranial nerve. As we know, olfactory nerve aids for the sense of smell. Let's see whether the nasal passages are open. Can you sniff the air inside? Out? On this side? Again? Okay. Now to test the sense of smell of your patient, take an aromatic substance. You can take anything like vanilla, clove or chocolate, anything. I'm taking orange, and ask your patient to sniff it to detect what substance it is. Let's smell this one. Can you say what it is?
Yes.
What is this?
Orange.
Okay. Now let's continue with the optic nerve. As we all know, optic nerve aids for the sense of sight. To test the optic nerve, ask your patient to read anything for determining their visual acuity. Can you read this? Or is it fine? Now let's test the visual fields by using the Wingling test. Okay. Now let's examine the extraocular movements of the 6 cardinal directions. Now let's perform the cover and uncover test of the eye. Can you close your eye? Can you see this? Change to the other hand. Can you see this? Okay. Now let's perform the convergence test by placing your finger before the patient's eye. At a range of 5 to 8 centimeters. They should be clearly able to see your finger. Okay. Now let's continue with the 5th nerve, which is the trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve helps in the mastication process. Now for palpating the temporal muscles, ask your patient to clench their teeth and palpate the temporal zones. And clench your teeth. Now for the muscle conversion, ask your patient to move their jaw side to side. Can you move your jaw side to side? Okay. Now let's detect the sensory portions of the trigeminal nerve. To assess this test, you have to take a sharp end of a swab and tell your patient what you are going to do to them, and tell them to say yes when they can feel the sharpness of the object. Can you say yes when you feel the object?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. Now let's perform the light touch test using a wisp of a cotton. Ask your patient to say yes when they can sense the cotton. Can you say yes when you feel the cotton on your face?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. Now let's start with the corneal reflex test. To perform this test, you have to stand behind your patient from not their side, and you have to take a wisp of cotton and you have to place them on their cornea and see for the reflexes. As a reflex, the patient will blink and wink their eye, or they will tear. Now let's continue with the 7th nerve, which is the facial nerve. Facial nerve aids in the movements of the facial muscles and also aids in taste sensation. To perform the test for the facial movements, you have to place your patient in a rest position and talk with them. While talking, you can find the asymmetry or any involuntary movements in the face. Can you talk with me? What's your name?
Sai Charan.
Yeah, okay. What's your age?
15 years.
Okay. Now for testing the facial movements of your patient, ask the patient to clench their teeth first. Can you clench your teeth? Close. Ask them to close their eyes and try to open them. Can you close your eyes tighter? Open. Ask your patient to wrinkle their forehead. Can you wrinkle your forehead tighter? Okay. Now ask your patient to puff their cheeks. Can you puff your cheeks? Okay. And also ask them to clench their neck muscles. Can you clench your neck muscles? Okay. A normal patient with no disorders can perform these maneuvers easily. Now let's continue with the cranial nerve 8, which is the acoustic nerve. Acoustic nerve helps in the aiding of the hearing and involuntary movements. Now let's perform the whisper test.
8x3.
Okay. Perform it on the other side too.
9x1.
Okay. Now to assess the hearing acuity, by performing the Weber's test, take a tuning fork, vibrate it, place it on the forehead, on the head of your patient, and ask them whether they can hear the vibrations the same on both sides of the ears. Can you tell me if you feel the same vibration on both sides of the ears? Yes?
Yes.
Cool. Now let's perform the Rini's test. Can you tell how long can you hear the vibration? Can you hear it still? Okay. Can you hear it still? Okay. Also perform the Rini's test on the other side of the ear. Can you hear the vibration? Can you feel it still? Okay. Now let's continue with the cranial nerves 9 and 10, which are the glossopharyngeal nerve and the vagus nerve. These nerves help in the sensory functions of the palate, the larynx and the pharynx. To observe these nerves, ask your patient to say ah and observe the inner palates. Can you say ah? Depress your tongue. Okay. Let's perform the gag reflex test by using the constriction and elevation of the soft palate and the larynx. Can you open your mouth and depress your tongue? Place your tongue forward. Okay. Let me depress your tongue. Down, down. Now let's test the cranial nerve 11, which is the accessory nerve, which helps in the innervation of the trapezius muscles and inner mastoid muscles. Ask your patient to shrug their shoulders against your hands and look for the strength and constriction of the trapezius muscles. Can you shrug your hands? Okay. Now let's test the cranial nerve 12, which is the hypoglossal nerve, which innervates in the function of the motor functions of the tongue. Now let's test the symmetry of the tongue and also the atrophy of the tongue by deflating the palate. Can you open your mouth? Push the tongue forward, back again. Okay, look for its articulation and trophy.